Welcome to the Infinite Evolution Podcast, where you'll receive keys and codes to help you unlock your next level of joy, radiance, health, wealth, intuition, embodiment, and soul purpose. This is a space for lightworkers, healers, spiritual entrepreneurs, and anyone who wants to share their soul gifts with the world. We'll be exploring personal, spiritual, and professional growth and ascension through both the esoteric and magical and the tangible and practical. I'm Casey Aileen Knight, coach, mentor, as well as divine channel and soul gift activator. I founded the Luminous Evolution brand to help you elevate your business and beingness and light up the world. So glad you're here. Let's dive in. Okay, so this is confession time. I'm an energy worker, right? An energy alchemist, a frequency magician. I not only do energy work on myself regularly, but I also have an energy alchemy modality that I teach and certify people in. But I don't like when people do energy work on me. It's not what you think, though. Let me explain. I don't do energy work on other people, in that it's never a passive process. I'll work on myself, of course, but I walk people through the energy work. I guide them to do it themselves. I am a guide and a teacher, not a healer. I am not going to heal someone. I can absolutely give them all of the tools. I can walk them through it. I can be an embodied example of what it looks and feels like. I can bring them into a harmonic frequency state where they can feel it too. But I never do it to them. I also don't want it done to me. I don't like people tinkering in my field, and it's honestly kind of a trust issue. Most people are not clean and clear enough to have permission to work on me without my explicit consent. I believe it's actually irresponsible what most energy workers do. When you're doing stuff to other people and you are not explaining what you're doing it and you're doing it just in the back end, like, it takes a lot of trust, right? And that's fine, right? If that's what people are consenting to. But I don't give consent. I want someone to walk me through it so I know what they're doing. So I'm doing it with them so I could do it myself so that I can say yay or nay every step of the way. People have a bunch of projections. Sometimes they have entity attachments. Sometimes their field just isn't clean enough to be working in mine. I'm sorry, I've been doing energy work and all of this stuff for myself for over 25 years and a lot of lifetimes. And it's not that I'm better at it. I just like the way that I have learned to do it because mine has been guided by the divine. In fact, it's not that I need to control anything. I don't. I just, like I said, don't want people with icky fingers and sticky fields in my own energetic space doing things to me. But I am fine with surrendering control when it's my team or the divine energies or my highest self or source or Gaia. Like, give it to me. I will relax. I will let you take it from here. You can do whatever is in my highest and best good, and I will just lay back, sit up straight or whatever I'm doing and receive. I have no problems with that. In fact, I love it. And that's actually what I teach as well. In my Evolutionary Alchemy modality, if we are not walking through doing something with someone, getting them to do it for themselves. And we've got incredible templates, potent practices, life-changing techniques to clear out density and shift frequencies and activate latent DNA technologies and things like that. We have so many fun things that we do. We are also, and usually doing this in addition to our classic techniques, we are asking Spirit to do it for us. We are getting support. We are letting the divine have its way with us. And honestly, the results we get from that are so freaking life-changing. And it's beyond what the human can do, right? We tap into these divine energies and let them run through us. Let them take creative control even, because our highest selves or Gaia or our team, they've got a different vantage point. They can see what they are doing from a higher level, beyond what our limited human comprehension can even grasp. I invite the divine to do it to me, do it for me, do it with me, walk me through it, whatever needs to happen. Like, I will allow it. But a human in my field, tinkering, doing psychic surgery, doing stuff like that, no, please don't. Get off of me. Again, I usually don't consent. There are very, very, very few people in this world where I would be like, yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. And that is because I have experienced weird stuff, interference, all kinds of distortion, people doing things that they should not have been doing. Often. And also, I wind up cleaning up those messes. I like to code. I like to code with source code, with Gaia, with the divine, with spirit, and just tell it what to do, but then get them to do it. It's a co-creative energy. It is like saying, hey, Google, can you XYZ, or hey, chat, or hey, Alexa, do this? And then it does it, and it does it better than you, and it does it faster than you. Why would I try to do it myself when there is something infinitely smarter, faster, more capable, more refined, more fine-tuned, and more magical than me that could do it with me and for me? Most humans haven't been practicing energy work in this way. Some of them have. Absolutely, I'm not the only one out there. But I have come across more people, more modalities, more experiences that try to do it from the human perspective. If we zoom all the way out and we let the divine work through us, and we're just a conduit, a channel for the divine to flow through us, and at the same time, if you happen to have all of your psychic senses and dimensional lenses open so you can interpret what is coming through, then the world is your oyster, man. There is almost no limit to what you can do. The really cool thing is, this is what I teach. I not only can offer and facilitate one-on-one and group sessions where we can do all of this cool clearing work and soul journeys, frequency transmissions, activations, and other magic, but I can teach it, and I have. When I teach people the evolutionary alchemy modality, they learn how to work with Gaia and their client's highest self and luminous team and spirit or source itself to clear and clean out anything that's in the way of their divine light shining bright. We can expand, renovate, make all kinds of space, do soul embodiment and DNA activation work. We can do all kinds of healing that is so much more effective and efficient than things that are currently being taught, because this is very new paradigm technology that has been channeled through me, right? That I have then practiced, played with, studied, expanded, improved upon, and, mastered over tens of thousands of hours in client sessions and group sessions. I teach people templates of things that have come up and through for my clients. We've got about 15 at least in the Alchemy certification program. All these different session templates where you can take people on specific soul adventures to do specific clearings and activations. Everything from meeting with your luminous team, connecting with your soul signature, sacred geometry, going into the crystal caves of Gaia, becoming a spirit guide for past versions of you, connecting with your future self and bringing the frequencies and codes to embody now, to channeling your highest self and getting very specific, both frequencies and tangible action steps, so you can create from this place of being guided by you on the highest timeline. I teach people how to do this for their clients. Now, I don't teach just anyone. This is not a beginner introduction to energy work kind of course. This is for people on the mastery path. Coaches, healers, energy workers who've already been practicing and they're ready to level up their craft. They're already very intuitive. They know how to follow the flow of energy. They know how to work with energy using their intention and their imagination. And I love to teach them how to take what they do, alchemize it, start working with Gaia, start working with their client's highest self and their luminous team to supercharge the results, to actually skyrocket their success and make more magic happen more easily, more effectively. I love teaching people how to use the frequencies of divine love light to absolutely clear out density that can be stuck in the body, in the energy field, in the Akashics, like so effortlessly and easily that it people are like, oh my gosh, I've been trying to clear that for years. And we're just like, yeah, done. It is done. I love taking clients and teaching people how to take their clients into fields of divine love and bliss and divine connection that make them weep because they're like, oh my God, this is what I've been missing my entire life. I love teaching my clients how to get people to channel through the things that their clients need to hear from their body, from their heart, from their spirit, from their team. Like, we can get all the information that we need as easily as FaceTiming the divine. We can alchemize all of the pain and turn that shit into gold. And we can do it in ceremonial, ritual, magical ways that don't require a lot of time. It's really efficient and effective. And this is the thing. We do work in ceremony. We do work in sacred space. I have had so many people liken the soul work that we do to plant medicine journeys. But you don't have to drink ayahuasca in the jungle and puke your guts out for days. When you're working with evolutionary alchemy, with me or one of my practitioners, you are also working with Gaia, master plant medicine mommy, master alchemist. She is plant medicine. She literally is the earth, right? Like, and everything on it. So she can bring you the frequencies of ayahuasca, of DMT, heck of MDMA or LSD, or all of these different chemicals that are in you already, dopamine, serotonin. Like, she can amp those up or down, whatever you need. And you can have consciousness altering or expanding experiences to tune into different dimensional frequencies sober. You can have these heart expansions, ahas, satori breakthroughs, enlightenment experiences without needing to smoke or snort anything, or without needing to spend days and days or even decades in meditation and other journeys. I teach my clients how to bring their people into such coherence with Gaia, with the earth, and to bring her through their nervous systems in a way that changes everything. It's beautiful new earth technology that brings people into these frequencies of abundance and connection and co-creation and collaboration. And I'm so excited because the thing is, I couldn't do this for everybody. I'm one guy, right? One lady. I have a big mission though. And I actually teach this now in groups in my Evolutionary Alchemy practitioner certification. And I get to ripple the magic out so more and more people can experience this, because more and more people are ready for this. This is not a healing modality. Sure, we can do some healing, but that's not the whole point. That's absolutely not the whole point. Healing is a byproduct of the wholeness that we create, of the magic container that we hold space for. Healing happens, but it's not the point. We're working with light body activation technology. We're working with creation technology, tapping people back into the ecstatic remembrance of their power, of their magic. Letting people liberate the wealth of their soul and bring that forward. Helping people master their soul gifts. And the really cool part is my students get to make more money with their magic by mastering their soul gifts, because they hone their psychic senses to the point that I don't just teach them templates. I also help them actually be able to follow their client's highest self and create bespoke sessions that are completely guided by their client's needs and desires. There are infinite things that you can do when you learn this technology. There are infinite kinds of sessions available. Some go super galactic, some go akashic, some go deep into the infinite portal of the heart. Some are working so deeply with the luminous team, receiving gifts and things like that. Some are literally orgasmic, working with this divine pleasure and power that comes through the creation energy, working in the womb space. We can work with all the different evolutionary centers, the chakra systems. We can restore the divine flow of energy, like just moving any blockages that are in a person's field. And we can do that with simply using imagination, breath, and sound. And again, we're not doing it to people. We're not doing it at anyone. We walk them through how to do it for themselves. And I love that because, like, if you do it to someone, they're getting you to help them, to save them. And it's kind of disempowering. Yes, there are things that we sometimes need help with. I'm not saying we always have to do everything on our own. I just think if we can't do it, we need to get the divine to do it for us. When we start to do this work and we are actively empowering people to do energy work for themselves with you as the guide, you're automatically working with a different caliber of client. People who are not in victim, but who are in their conscious creation energy, who are going to do it with you, who want that, who don't just want to passively receive energy work. And the thing is, you get, like, my clients still passively receive some energy work, but not from me, from the divine. Sometimes my clients and I, the ones especially I've been working with for a little while, we will actually go and sit in spaces, fields of bliss, literal samadhi, enlightenment space where your heart is blown wide open with these divine frequencies that sometimes, again, make you weep. Your eyes might leak with love and joy and gratitude. And it's kind of overwhelming if you've never felt it before. I've had clients sob. But once you get used to it, you can just sit in the field and everything inside of you is being recalibrated to that frequency of divine love. And then you begin to emanate it. You begin to really share it with the world. We activate new technologies and gifts in our clients all the time, different transmitters and transducers and frequency pieces that can just share different codes with people. There is no one thing that we do, which makes it so much more complicated to talk about. But it's not just energy work, and it's, like I said, not just being done to you. I also make sure that I teach really clean and clear energetic boundaries, how to hold a session in the most sacred of energies, how to close and open the energetic ceremonial spaces, how to make sure there's no energy transferring between people. So these are very high integrity spaces. These are spaces that are so clean and clear and pristine. Distortion doesn't really sneak in. I make sure I train my facilitators as well to have that clean and clear energy field as they're entering. It just works better. When I am in other people's spaces and they are missing some of these pieces, I'm just like, ugh, I don't like this very much. And I'm okay with that. At first I was like, oh no, am I kind of snobby? It's like, no, I have this body of work that I have truly worked with for tens of thousands of hours at this point. And I know this is not the only lifetime I have cultivated this in. And it is not just coming, from me. It's coming through me as divine truth, as very potent magic that I am supposed to share with the world. And so when I sit in other people's spaces and I'm like, I don't really like how this feels. My nervous system doesn't really feel safe getting work done on me anymore. My human brain, instead of being like, oh, this is weird, was like, this is good. This is just proof, evidence that what I do, that what I teach is valuable and it works and it needs to be shouted from the rooftops. And more people need to know how to do this. So I do have that 4-month certification for the Evolutionary Alchemy practitioner program. And there is an option, though, to add on the rest of the year with me in my 7-month transformational journey facilitator certification. And that is where we take the energy work and we bring it into the practical, tangible coaching and facilitation skills. Because honestly, as magical as the energy work is, if we don't add in the coaching, the identity work, the implementation, the integration, it is just mystical mental masturbation. Truly, energy work on its own doesn't actually always stick. People need to be able to rewire their subconscious, rewire their nervous system, shift their identity, and take the aligned actions in order to become the version who can hold that frequency. Otherwise, it's just a fun party trick to be able to go on these cool soul journeys and feel this stuff, right? It's one thing to have the ceremonies, to experience the, almost like plant medicine frequencies, but to actually change, to have lasting change, to make an impact, to actually create what it is that we want to create. We have to also do the work. I think every coach, should know how to do energy work and subconscious reprogramming and nervous system work and other things like that, within their scope, within their training. And I think that every energy healer should also be a coach and know how to work with the subconscious and know how to work at least with a basic level with the nervous system and with the emotional landscape and with the actions and the integrations and the identity and the implementation. I think the time of being such deep specialists in only one thing has honestly run its course. I think people are seeking holistic support now with people who understand how the quantum and the unity consciousness field and all of that creation energy actually works. I think people are craving mastery and depth and divinity all wrapped into one. And I think anybody who takes the Evolutionary Alchemy practitioner certification is going to be on the leading wave of New Earth leadership, of embodied divine leadership, who is going to be supporting people in their evolutionary journey that goes so far beyond healing. Because this is the thing. Yes, there's a big wave of people on the planet who are waking up to start the healing journey, but there's also a hell of a lot of people who've been on it for a while and they're looking for the next step. And this work is the next step. This is where we're headed, where we get into sessions and we follow the flow of energy and we get to experience these divine frequencies. And we get to ask, how much better does it get? These are places and spaces and frequencies not everyone's ready for. But if you are feeling ready, if you are feeling the call to do something evolutionary and be a leader in this new light, then make sure you check out the practitioner pathway. It is a level up personally and professionally. It's actually a deep initiation into new levels of personal mastery, mindset mastery, sacred responsibility, soul mission prosperity, and so much more. If you have questions, reach out. Our next live round is starting on June 18th, and it is going to change the lives of everyone who takes this program and everyone that works with them here on out. This is paradigm shifting New Earth technology that is waiting for you to discover it. Are you coming along on the ride?
Thank you so much for tuning in. If you've enjoyed this episode, please make sure to subscribe and share this out to people that need to hear it. Tag us on social media. You can find us at the Luminous Evolution on Instagram. And keep the conversation going by joining my free sacred community, Luminous Evolution, on Facebook, and get a taste of my favorite tools and techniques inside my free Frequency Upgrade Academy. You can also join me inside my membership, mastermind, certification programs, or private coaching to be deeply supported on your evolutionary journey. Make sure to check out the links in the show notes, and cheers to your infinite, luminous evolution.